Hi, I'm Mark Schneider. That's AJ, and you're watching Schneider Classics. And today, we gotta pull this seat out and the gas tank. Yeah, it's not there before. Yeah, so today we're working on the 67 Custom. This bad girl, if you haven't followed the last videos of us building this thing, and we gotta replace the gas tank. The gas tanks are very easy. A lot of guys swap the gas tank from behind the seat. They call it a suicide tank, and they put it in underneath the box. I don't care. I'll keep my suicide tank. It just matches my personality. Death-defeating things. Almost like escaped my life with death a couple times. Rolled a couple cars. It's okay. She doesn't approve.
No, I don't.
They have the nickname suicide tank because everyone is afraid that they will blow up, because they'll blow up inside the cab, which is a false. They don't blow up, they don't do anything. The reason that they cause humanly harm, and they will hurt you. She's got to close the door properly.
No, I didn't.
But she's just correcting my mistake because the way I left it is not good enough. Nope. But the reason they're like a suicide tank is because the seals leak, and once the seals start to leak, you're filling up your cab with gas fumes, like we are right now because we have a bad tank. Gas fumes and human consumption equals, I would say, not fun times, but they're pretty fun. But don't do it, it's bad. So they fix our broken gas tank, which I can show actually why it's broken. So this gas tank is old. When I put it in, it had a couple repairs anyways, but because of the cold, it's developed, this has been patched over. You can see with just some 3M double side sticky tack. There's a crack along the tank here, and that obviously is not really patchable. You could empty the tank out, fill it with argon, replace it, but we have something better. We just have a new tank that'll just go right. The only reason people watch this stuff is because of Bob the cat.
Bobbert.
Bobby Pisser.
No, Bobbert.
So let's go grab that clean tank.
Why is it so fat? Why is it so big and fat? Why is it so big and fat? Where is it gonna go?
Behind the seat.
That's bigger than the seat.
No, it's not. So here we have is I'm pretty sure it might be Millwood. I'm not entirely sure. What is it? Spectra Premium Canadian made 67 to 72 gas tank. It's even got a little plug.
Ooh, woo.
Doesn't have it anymore. Whoop.
Consent.
Oh yeah. Real good. She's clean. I shined up that whistle. You know, it's got to turn. It's YouTube. If it wasn't YouTube, it wouldn't be an unboxing video. That's, you know.
Oh, huge.
This is the same size that's in there. Exact same tank, and it comes with a new seal and locking ring. Perfect.
Want me to grab a knife for that?
No. No, so you gotta stick your fingers right through it. You know, ribbed for her pleasure.
Ooh, woo.
This episode's just gonna be full of made in Canada. Canada.
It sounds wrong, but I know you said it right.
I read it upside down too. Hello, monsieur.
So on the styrofoam paper blanket, there was yellow spots. Is that bad or good?
The yellow spots on the... Oh, that was just probably whatever stickiness that they used to...
Okay.
Because you can see it's right here. They just used it to stick that to this. You can tell who put this on in the last episode. Go check that out and you'll see this lucky girl applying some stripy tape. But the fun part is, to deal with the gas tank in these trucks, you gotta take out the seat, and that's never fun. It's a couple bolts there and a couple bolts there. Now with all the bolts out, there'll be 2 in the front, 2 in the back, on both sides. You just gently pull her out at a reasonable pace. Now, I know if you have a modern truck, you might have a click, 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 click in there. We don't. We have something called gravity, and for those who don't know, and anyone who knows these tanks, they go, there's 2 lines here. There's not supposed to be 2 lines here. I know that. I jerry-rigged this. There's a return line on this sucker. But like I said before, so there's gonna be, you're gonna have to undo all of these bolts, undo these lines, which I don't have the right wrench for. All these spaghetti noodles, like, you know, it's been a while since they've been lubed up, but I love the original GMCs. Like, you know, they're good if they don't snap. Now, if you pull on them and they shred, you might want to get some new ones. It's just a suggestion. It's not mandatory, but you just might want to, for safety reasons, if you want to pass your road safety. Now, it's always good that the tool set that sits in the back of your truck shares a little bit of patina, because it's waterlogged in the case for a little while, just like your old truck. That means she's quality A patinaed. And I grabbed the wrong nut. Good job, me.
You know the way you make me feel. I don't see what's the deal. You said you wouldn't leave. I said this isn't me. Do you know how you make me feel? Come on, let's be real. You said you wouldn't leave.
Now, if you're doing a factory gas tank delete, you might as well go off there and snap them bolts off right in there. That way you don't have to worry about putting them back in. Fixes those holes so you don't have to fill them back in with a welder later. Really lovely. That's probably leaking a little bit. That's okay. The amount of JB weld on here, she'll hold. Gotta take this off, you know. There we go. Clean, you know, clean that whistle. Maybe slap it a couple times. See how it goes. Give her a good sniff. Ooh-wee. There's a little bit of whew in there. Now you always want to make sure here while you're taking off the tank, maybe the drinker a little bit dry. That way you don't have any spillage for some of those few who might get upset. Like, why'd you waste it pouring in the ground? This is my sniffing juice later. Now the thing about these is you want to take them out real nice and gentle like. After you recall, you got to undo the seatbelt bolts to get them out. Oh, fuck you too. I'm gonna get the end. Now that we got the old electric hammer. That makes quick work of that. Now you can take her out nice and gently. She's still got some fuel in her. We just made a fucking mess here. We didn't do anything productive. Now that we've given everything a good old gasoline rinse off, let's try and get some more liquid gold out of this tank. Now we can just gently take her out. Next thing you know, grab the closest thing to you. You know, it'll work. And a screwdriver. Should be able to pop that thing right off. You can see here what we've done. for a turn line, she just drops right off the top and pours right down. That's okay. Now you want to come over to your new tank and put this old seal right in there. Now use that screwdriver again, that same thing you used that was just closest to you. And get her nice and tight. A lot of times when you're starting to smell gas in your cab, it's because that seal's bad. Now I gotta jam her right back in that hole. Now all that's left to do is ram all these bolts right back in. So it's in. It would be easier if I put new lines, but I didn't. But what happened was, you can see the collar off the factory line snapped. So I had to fix it quickly with a coupling because I have a bunch. But the problem was, I fixed it and this side was okay. But I had to cut it for this type of coupling. So I cut it, then realizing after, it was the wrong line. So now, I just crawled underneath the truck and swapped the fucking lines. That was a pain in the ass. That's just how my day goes sometimes, is you make a mistake and then you just go on this roll. Instead of taking a breath because you want to get it done, instead of taking a rest, you just keep working and keep fucking up and keep fucking up and just keep going. But now it's all hooked up. Let's pour a little fuel down the carb. After I fucking worked on all of that, let's pour gas into this tank and test it, because you want to test it before you put it in the seat, because if she don't work, then you're taking the seat back out. Running good. So gas tank is in. We just took it to a trip to fill it up. She's sitting there happy and full. Cost me an arm and a leg to fill that damn thing, that gas guzzler.
Hi.
What is your thoughts on driving the truck?
There's a definite need for earmuffs.
Yeah, I have a set of earmuffs. She's using my hunting earmuffs. I'm using my automotive ones. The hunting ones are better. Truck is running. Did a successful run. This is awesome.